Okay, this is part two of the On Deck Baseball demo using the electronic scoreboard that I use. Excuse me. So we're in the bottom of the fifth. The Drillers are batting. When I left you at the first video, we had just had a collision between the first baseman and second baseman. Uh, the Drillers' Mark Haggerty did make the play, but he did suffer an injury. He actually did not suffer an injury, but he had to be removed from the game. His roll against his back came out that there was no injury, but he had to be removed for evaluation. So Mark Haggerty, who homered in the first two games, was removed and has been replaced by Jose Juarez. So now we find ourselves in the bottom of the fifth. Johnny Robinson facing Vincent Melendez. And so we have a roll of a 6 off the batter's card of Vincent. And it's a 2-7. And it is a flyout. Oh, I know what I was going to show you before I started. I knew there was something. So Michael Nelson is on first base. He is speed of 4. So I do a D6 roll, and if it's a 4 speed and it's a 5 or 6 on the D6, I try to steal. So I did a steal attempt, and he was thrown out by the catcher. His arm is a 4, Ivan Castillo. So he was thrown out. So that's what I wanted to show you. To clear a runner, since he got thrown out, I'm going to click on him. Poof, he's gone. And to register an out and not advance to the next batter, because if I was to click an out of some kind, it would go to the next batter. So to register an out and not advance the batter, click on the asterisk, and that'll be the final out of the inning you'll see. But Vincent will be up when we come up next time. It won't advance. So this is to register special outs like getting caught stealing or tag out and there's an assist on the play or something like that. And on the box score, it'll still show Vincent coming up to bat. So he didn't lose his at bat. So at the top of the sixth, we'll do a stamina roll, fatigue roll on Hector Martinez's card, since his stamina is 5. And I'll just do it on the tabletop here, 5, and no change. So we march on. And it's on the batter's card, and it's a roll of 8-9. Sounds favorable, and that is a double for Luis. So that's a double. Brings up John Rhodes, and it's off of his card with a 5-1. That is a ground out to shortstop, so he will not advance since it's on this side of the field, so it's a ground out. Bill Shelton's up, but it's off the pitcher's card with a 9-1, and that's a possible error. So here we go. Reroll, click here, or hit the enter button. 3-4, and that's a pop out to, I'll use this number here, to third base. So I'm going to do an air check on third baseman. And that third baseman is Martin Reed. So I'll bring up Martin Reed's card and roll on the back of it. Primary position 4, and he does make the error. So for an error, it's a one-base error. For the error, runners will not be automatically forced, or they won't automatically move if they're not forced, but I'll register the error. And you can see it does give the Drillers the error, but I wanted to, I'm going to say that the batter would not have moved actually on this one because it was a pop-up to third. So I'm going to leave him here. But if I wanted to advance him to third, I could certainly just do that by clicking right there, and it would advance him to third. Dennis Callaway comes up to the plate, and it's off of his card with a 1-8, and that is a fly out. And it's a fly out to left field, so we'll leave runners as they are. And Bill O'Sheen off of his card with a 2-5, and that is a pop out. So the Hornets escape that inning. I mean, the Drillers get out of that inning. And we go to the bottom of the 6th. And we have a roll of 6. So it's off the batter's card. Vincent Melendez with a 1-7. And that's a situation chart. So I'll stop the video here and continue later, and let me check into this situation chart. Actually, I haven't had many situation charts, so this is slowed down this game a little bit, but these are interesting. So let me check into this one. So I checked the situation chart, and it was just a nice play by the first baseman. We're advanced now to the top of the 7th. Still no fatigue points have been awarded to the pitchers. They've gotten lucky on their rolls. But on this play, it was a ground out to the first baseman, and I rolled against him. And the runner, Jose Garcia, he was out. So I eliminated him, and we'll make a special out for that. And then the batter, Orlando, was thrown out by the shortstop who got the ball. Vincent Melendez, he completed the double play, so he was out on a ground out. And that ended the inning. So that brings up the Drillers in the bottom of the 7th. And we're going to roll against Johnny Robinson on his, his second check. 8. And so he's going to go down 1. So what I'm going to do is click on the plus sign. I got 5 seconds to make the plus or minus, and then this resets. So I'm going to do plus, he goes to -2, and his fatigue point goes up. So they got a 2-run lead, -2. We'll go ahead and bring in a pitcher. So we'll show you how you do that. And Hornets. Have used Derek Little. He's not available. He's the only one. So let's see. Their pitchers aren't the strongest. So we'll go with Vince Berry. He's a -3 with a stamina of 1. Ooh. And then we might have to go to another. Ooh, their pitchers are not very strong. We'll see if we can get one more inning. Well, we'll go ahead and do this just to show you how you change out a pitcher. So Vincent Berry will be coming in for Johnny Robinson to pitch. So I'll hit reset here on Johnny Robinson, and we want to go to the home team. I'm sorry, we want to go to the visiting team. This has got to be careful in here because we want to change out Johnny Robinson, who's on the visiting team, and click on his team. Go to pitchers, and we want to select Vince Berry, and he's now pitching. And by hitting that reset button, that basically completed the stats for Johnny Robinson right there. He went 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, 9 hits, a walk, 4 strikeouts, 6 ground balls, and threw 101 pitches. He got 2 fatigue points, and then I'll award him 2 more for innings pitched of 2. And he did not give up 3 runs, so I won't give him that point. Anyway, that comes later. Vincent Berry's in to face Raul Miranda. And the batter has gotten the roll, and it's a 10-8. Sounds favorable, and that is a single. And he is a yellow, so he's a 3. And so he needs, wrong die, he needs a 6. He's not stealing. Next batter is off of his card, and it's a 3-8. And that is a flyout. Next batter is Jose. The substitute first baseman came in for Mark Haggerty earlier. And it's off of his card with a 9-3. That's a walk. Martin Reed is up off of his card with a 9-6. And that is a single. And we have 1 out in the inning. And that is a single to a center field. And runners will advance 1 base. And we have a 6-6 off of McPherson's card. And that is a grounder. and that is a grounder to third base. So we'll attempt the double play here. Third baseman is a -2 rating, and he will be attempting to get Martin Reed, who's on first base, with a 2. I'm rolling on the desktop here, and he does get him out. So now the second baseman has the ball, and he is a 4 to get McPherson to complete the double play. An 8 against a 4, and he is out to complete the double play. So it's a ground out with an extra out, and that completes the inning. So we go to the top of the 8th and do the stamina roll on Hector, who still has not been hit by this. So let's see, he's still at -4, but we are on check number 3 for him, and that's 6 and no change. So we'll march on with Hector. It's a 7. It'll be off Ivan's card with a 2-1, and that is a strikeout. Luis is up off of his card with a 2-6, and that is a line out. So we'll go here for this out. You can also click on this if you wanted to. Extra out here equates to this. So that's if like it's a double play or an outfielder assist, something like that. That's a special out. John Rhodes off of his card with a 2-8. 2 outs in the inning and possible error. So I'll roll again and see what we have here. 7, 8. It's a double, and it's a double to center field, so we'll do a center fielder check. And that center fielder for the Drillers is Dave Schultz. And I'll do a roll off of the back of his card, and it is a 1-base error. So I will advance Rhodes to third base with that error. And I will charge the Hornets with an error as well, right here. Now, if a batter gets on with an error, it will automatically update this. You don't have to manually enter it. But since this was a double and then an error by the center fielder, I manually entered it by clicking on that. Bill Shelton gets the result off of his card with a 5-5, and that is a ground out to end the inning. Okay, we're back in the top of the 9th, and I have just brought Bill Henry in to get the save. It's a 2-0 game. We have 1 out already in the 9th. Bill O'Sheehan is up, and it's a 6 off of his card with a 9-1, and that's a fly out. And then a 4, so that's off the pitcher's card. 10-8, and that is a double for Octavia. Brings up Garcia. And it's off of his card with a 2-8, and that is a ground out. That will end the game. I have a 1.5 minutes left of video time. So the game is over. Bill Henry came in, got the save. I'm going to hit Q on the keyboard. That quits. Game over. And it wraps up the stats. Robinson went 6 and gave up 2 runs. And he'll be the losing pitcher. Vince Berry pitched 1. Juan Phillips pitched 1. For the winning and series sweeping Drillers, Hector Martinez went 8 innings, 5 hits, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts, 8 groundouts, pitched 99 through 99 pitches. Bill Henry came in the 9th, gave up a hit and a groundout. And I can export these to my spreadsheet. And these are very customized things that I have going on here. And so it'll send it to the spreadsheet for me, and I can simply copy the results from the box score and go to my spreadsheet. And this is for the Hornets. Yeah, the Hornets. And I can just paste each game's results in, as long as they line up. And I don't think I have any special